Good morning, everyone. I'm going to start warming us up, so as people float in, if you feel like singing along, that's the invitation. This song is in honor of this beautiful weather, this Thanksgiving week.
There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though you meet with darkness and strife, oh, the sunny side you also may view. Here we go, everybody. Let's keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. That's it. All right. Though storms and furies might rage today, that's alright, we still are so dear, because the cloud and storms in time will pass away, and the sun again will shine so bright and clear. Everybody, here we go. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life.
Okay, last verse, and then just raise those voices.
Let us greet with a song of hope each day. Though the moment be cloudy or fair, let us trust in our abundance always, and keep each other in our care. Here we go, everybody. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. That's it. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. Yeah, if we keep on the sunny side of life.
Woo! Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you on such a beautiful, beautiful morning. And I want to also wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving week. And hopefully you'll be with family and friends during some of that time. I want to add that we request that you silence your phone if you haven't done it already. And may this service bless each of you on your spiritual path. Those of you that are here in person, those of you that are here on Zoom or Facebook, and all of those who are with us in spirit. My name is Celeste Kroll, and I'll be guiding us through our sacred service this morning along with our minister, Reverend Ryan. Are there any first-time visitors here? And if they are, if you're comfortable, could you please raise your hand? Okay, we're all family. And our prayer chaplain, okay, let's see. Online visitors, you may see our website at unitygainesville.org. I want to add the theme of the month is elimination. Elimination is my ability to release, remove, denounce, deny, say no, and let go. And the color is russet. I invite you to stand up and face the banners if you're able, and let's say Unity's core values, mission, and vision. Okay, so. And that's good. They also, you don't have to repeat after me. That is awesome. I want to say that Sally is doing a wonderful job of putting things up here to make things so much easier for all of us. So thank you so much for all of the work that you do, as well as everyone else in the audiovisual department. Thank you so much. All right, so the first one is vision. And
What's up? What's up? You know, it's funny looking out because whenever it's the top of service, it's like, you know, like 20 of us. And then by the end, it's like, whoa, where all these people come from? I'm getting us used to starting right on time because pretty soon, y'all, we're going to be packed, okay? We're going to be packed, right? So, we, you know, just got to get used to it. Okay, so as we know, this is our evocation, and you've all heard this before, but it bears repeating. You know, our evocation is just simply saying yes to that oneness that already is, right? We're not inviting God in because God is already here because we showed up, period. And so we hit the gong as a reminder of all these, I like to say, truths. So when we hit the gong, I invite you to take a deep breath. So we hit the gong for the first time, acknowledging that oneness, because that is all there is. We hit the gong a second time as a reminder that we are the outpicturing. We are the activity, the music, the instrumentation of that oneness. That oneness looks like this because we said yes to these incarnations. And so we hit the gong as a reminder that that sacredness that we call God is really us. And we send blessings to whoever is needing that ambulance. Right? And finally, we hit the gong as a reminder that there are ambulances and traffic and life that shows up in many, many different ways. And sometimes it's a kapow. And sometimes it's like, oh, okay, whew, we got through it. But we hit the gong a third time as a reminder that there is only oneness. And yes, we are the outpicturing of that oneness. But our job, our job, is to live it. To live it. So we hit the gong for that reminder. And so it is. Okay, do we have anybody, this will be interesting, who has a birthday this week or last week? Okay. No Thanksgiving babies. All right. Do we have anybody who's celebrating some kind of anniversary? Okay, what? All right. Okay. Congratulations, y'all. Any anniversary is time to celebrate. Do we have anybody? You know, we celebrate a lot of things, right? We may have cleaned out that closet that we've been meaning to get to, right? It's a lot to celebrate. We might have washed that car that is so dirty and now it looks a lot better. So if you're celebrating, maybe this is a good time to acknowledge that. Okay, we see the. That's right. The Christmas tree is up. Kristen, that's a big deal, okay? We put our Christmas tree up last night and no lights or nothing. It was just a tree. Just a tree, so we got to work on the other stuff, right? So that's success. Okay, and finally, do we have anybody in our community who's moving through some kind of healing journey? And healing has a lot of different iterations, right? We have our physical body, our body temple, all right? And we also have, you know, moving through a process of grief, which doesn't end. It's a journey. And so if this was a week when he was like, yeah, you know, I needed a little extra hug or love, all right, I see you, we see you. Okay, so what I want to do is I want us to lift our hands and we're going to imagine that you know where those people are who raised their hands, right? And the truth is, you don't have to see them with your eyes because we are all connected in oneness. We are just already connected. So we're going to say this to all those that we're celebrating, all those who are moving through their healing journey. We love you. We see you as you truly are. We walk with you. We celebrate all your accomplishments. And we wrap our arms around you. As you heal. Okay, and what we do is, y'all know this already, we're lighting this candle to celebrate and honor all those who raised their hand. This is our unity candle of oneness. And then finally, as Celeste already mentioned, this month we are honoring elimination. So we celebrate and honor elimination by lighting this candle. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you so much. He's great. What can I say? All right, so I'm going to give some community highlights. I want to tell you that at 12:30 today, there's a care team meeting for anyone that's interested in joining this team. The care team does things like visits the sick and shut-ins and gives love in various ways, many ways that we can respond to those people in need. So please think about it, and if your heart is open to it, please come to the meeting at 12:30. Also, we have an exciting event coming on December the 8th, on Sunday service. On that day, we're having a Unity holiday concert. It's going to be in the sanctuary. The holiday concert. So I don't even have to say who's in it because Sally took care of that. It's wonderful. Also, I want to say that we have Advent booklets that are now in at the bookstore, and they only cost $2. And those Advent booklets you can read to go through the whole Christmas holiday. So for just $2, you're going to get a great little booklet that's going to help you through the holidays. So now I'm going to read the daily word. Oh, wait,
So
hold
let's
a
get
minute.
there.
He's got something to say.
Yeah, I got a couple quick announcements. So this week, a couple of low-hanging fruit things. This week, I had the opportunity to see the growing edge of our community. And one of those things is there are many of us in this space with spiritual gifts. Okay? There are many of us with spiritual gifts, but we're not connected. We don't have a network. So we have book clubs that are happening. We're going to do gardening clubs. We have a lot of activity that we're going to be building into come our next year, right? We're even going to have a separate meditation service at 9 a.m. And so as we grow, this week I had 3 distinct opportunities where I said, okay, we don't yet have an organized body where people with spiritual gifts, I mean Reiki, numerology, psychics, we have a lot of spiritual gifts here. And what happens in spiritual communities, we tend to suppress it and don't talk about it because we don't want to be perceived as weird, right? Y'all know, I'm not even going to look in any direction because there's a few of us in here, okay? But I want you to know that it's not weird, okay? Right? It's not weird. And if we were in any other space, we wouldn't even talk about it, right? In fact, if you were in any other space, it'd be trying to be preyed off of you, right? And that is clearly not how we are. So the growing edge of our community is I want to develop a network of all of us who have those spiritual gifts, and they come in a lot of different forms, y'all. I don't even have to start, right? But I'm going to figure out how we assemble the Avengers, okay? Right? Because there is a lot of work to be done in our community, right? And the example I want to give is, can you raise your hand, Christina? Okay, Christina is another one of our walking miracles, and her husband is another miracle. So he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and a couple of weeks, not less than 3 weeks ago, bladder cancer, thank you. Within a couple of weeks, it had to be no more than 3 weeks, Christina said, can you all pray for my husband? We prayed in our, prayer partners, and within 2 weeks, he had recovered. He was in rehab. It was progress on top of progress. And so when I had a chance to meet with Edward this week, I was like, Edward, we have so many people in our community with spiritual gifts who need to be up in here doing music, doing all the stuff, laying hands, all of it. And even if we're a little bit rusty, we have plenty of opportunities to practice, right? And so it was just a couple little things, y'all, but that's our growing edge, and I want to invite us to embrace it. The other tiny thing is come this Friday and Saturday, we are going to do, I'm talking about a sweep. The whole space is going to look different. We're going to take down all the harvest stuff, and we're going to put in holiday stuff. We're going to have Hanukkah. We're going to have menorahs we're going to have Kwanzaa. We're going to have Christmas trees. Y'all, we going for it, okay? And so what we're asking for are hands on deck, okay? Because right now it's just Rupali, myself, and Gio. And the kids running around while Sally tries to do stuff, okay? So if you can, just check in with Rupali, and we're going to figure out a time. But it may take 2 days, but enough of us, if we say yes, we can probably knock it out within an hour and a half. That's me being super ambitious, okay? It hadn't been done, but I say it can be, okay? All right, so that's all my announcements, y'all. Just for all my folk with our spiritual gifts, this is our time to say yes, okay? Yes, please. Yes, see Rupali. All right, thank you, Celeste.
Okay, so now we're ready for the daily word. And the word of the day is abundance. Very good word, right? I gratefully take my place in an abundant world. And The scripture is, "And my God will fully satisfy every need of yours according to his riches in glory in Jesus Christ." That's Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. Today I renew my appreciation for the world's abundance. From my personal belongings to inspiring public spaces and the wonders of the natural world, abundance surrounds me. It can be easy to take these things for granted, especially when the needs and obligations of daily life usurp my energy and attention. My focus is key. As I fill my senses with the beauty and goodness that surround me, I feel my gratitude for the world's bounty anew. God is the source of the abundance in my life. I am grateful for the goodness and grace of God that blesses the world and expresses at the point of me. I live abundantly, grateful for all I've been given and for my opportunity to give it back. And again, the message is, I gratefully take my place in an abundant world.
So our opening prayer is, I always believe, a special opportunity. So at the risk of moving like we're in a workout facility, if we're able to stand, if you're able, and we're going to make a little circle, just a little circle. Yeah, just a little circle. We love some circles up in here, y'all. If you didn't know, a circle is sacred geometry. You're okay. Yeah, Bonnie, Barbara, y'all okay. Y'all can stay right there. Yeah, y'all stay right there. Y'all feel this love. Yeah. All right, so Marilyn, if you could close the circle for me. And if I can get Dina, Jose, and Gerson, if I can get you in the middle. Okay. And then let's close the circle. Y'all get two this time. I didn't want to embarrass y'all on your own. All right. Okay. Y'all know what this is? This is love. This is love. So something really special happens when we say yes to a community, okay? It means we're saying yes to a relationship. It means we're saying yes to each other. We're saying yes to a family, right? So when you have a family, you have like the fun aunt, right, who's always cracking jokes, right? You got the really stern uncle. You know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of stuff. We got it, okay? Not the stern uncle yet, but you know, they're on the way whenever they get here, okay? So our family, this is what this is. And what makes it even more special is when a family is chosen. When a family is chosen. And so Jose, Dina, and her son, they have chosen us. Chosen us. And so if we can, I just want y'all to feel this love. If we can just send our hands to them. And I want y'all to just simply breathe and feel this, okay? We know you. Y'all repeat after me. Repeat after me. We know you. We love you. We know you for who you really are. God in presence. We welcome you home. Okay. okay, y'all. You know, we love some hugs. But, you know, sometimes a fist bump or a handshake, whatever it is. So however they feeling, that's how we going to love on them, okay? Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Blue skies shining on me, nothing but blue skies do I see. In the morning there's blue birds singing a song, nothing but blue birds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days and they're hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly for blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Yeah. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days and they're hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly for blue days, all of them gone. Yeah, nothing but blue skies from now on. Nothing but blue skies all around. Behind the clouds, you got blue skies from now on.
Thank you so much, Shanna. I have been looking forward to this time of the year, probably all year, right? There is something about this season, and many of us are transplants of Florida. So we know what the changing of the trees look like. I remember when I was in upstate New York, I taught at Colgate. And so when I would drive through the road, one of my friends said the hills look like sleeping elephants. Because you would see this red, blue, green, purple. It looked like heaven. And it was only during that time of year that you would see that kind of transition of the trees. And then when you move to a space like Southern California or here, it's kind of like, just, right? Right. That's right. We have a different appreciation of the beach. But I've been looking forward to this time of year because I know for some of us, this time of year means something different, right? So the holiday season isn't always fluff and marshmallows, right? For some of us, the holiday season is a reminder of the fractures that exist within our families. Sometimes the holiday season is a reminder of the healing that has yet to happen. And then for some of us, we get around family and we're trying to figure out how do we shape shift? How do we not say a thing? How do we bite our tongue, right? And then some of us may not have a family in the typical definition to go back to for various reasons. And so when I say chosen family, those are very important words. Because for some of us in this community, this is family, right? This is family for various reasons. Maybe your biological family, they're too far, and flying is not an option. And so some of us look forward to this space, right? Not just this hour, but when we meet each other for snacks after service, when we're together in the morning before service. For the longest time, so when Sally and I first started coming here, for 3.5 years, for the longest time, service, although it was supposed to start at 11, probably like 11:10, people would start trickling in, right? Because we had a deep knowing that we weren't just here for this, right? We were here for each other. And there is something cleansing about acknowledging that. And so last week, in the morning, Spirit, what I felt the clearest to say was that you belong. You are seen, you are here. You are loved. This is your home. And I'm not sure who needed to hear that, but I'm saying it again. You belong. This is yours. And if y'all like anything I'm doing, it's because I am a reflection of you. Okay? I am a reflection of you. Right? I also appreciate this time of year because it's a sacred walk. And I say that because in spiritual teachings, what we're supposed to anchor ourselves in is non-judgment, which is very difficult. I mean, not just judging what somebody is doing or not liking what they may or should be doing. Judgment is wanting things to be other than they are. Let's take that in. Judgment is not just, oh my goodness, I can't stand when she does that. It's not just that. That's the easy way to define judgment. On a sacred walk, judgment is wishing things were different than the way they are. That's some deep stuff, y'all. And that's the work. Because this time of year is so much about, I wish it was like this. Or, oh, things were better when. Or, oh, yeah, that was so nice. Yup, nope, those days are gone. Or whatever we tell ourselves about wishing things were different. Because a sacred walk is non-judgment and being present as it is. Because that presence is allowing what we call God, which is really just us in activity, is allowing that God presence, that divine love, to fully articulate. And the image I got this morning was, and it's not going to happen because it would take too much to organize, I imagined all of us getting little pebbles of asphalt. Literally, you know how you drive enough, the car kicks up little pebbles? I had an image of us getting little shards of asphalt, and me asking you to find the beauty in that. That's some work. That's some work. To perceive something outside of its normal faculty as something greater. That's what we call mysticism, the transmutation of a thing. When we can see it as it is and hold no judgment. So what happens, and I'll give you an example. This morning, I had a way in which I thought the morning should go, right? Right? And without getting into details, y'all, it ain't go like that, right? We have ideas, oh my goodness, y'all, especially me doing this, okay? I'm getting up and I'm a conduit, I'm a vessel, I'm like, Spirit, I'm ready to download. I'm ready for the message, or whatever it is, right? And so there are certain things that I do, like to get in a meditation posture. It's just the stuff that you say you want to do to get, right? And when that doesn't happen, we're not only faced with the resistance to how we wish it was, we now have the electric charge of that resistance. Y'all follow me on that? So it's not just that things were different. On top of that, we have the energy, the density of resistance. And because this is an all-allowing universe, and because there is only love, and we are co-creators with that divine love, if we want resistance, we're putting out an order. Gary Zukav says that. Right, he wrote Seed of the Soul and Soul Stories, one of my favorite books. He says, when you send out an order, the universe receives it. It's just like going to McDonald's, right? You pull up, or wherever we go, Panera Bread. That's probably better, right? We don't do McDonald's in here. Let's say Panera Bread or Starbucks, right? And hopefully y'all, we're doing anyway. That's a whole nother story. Let's say our local coffee shop, okay? Upper crust, all right? They don't have a drive-through, but one day they will. So let's say we're at the drive-through of Upper Crust. They've expanded, okay? When we put the order in, it doesn't come through that intercom. A hand doesn't reach out with our order and say, here you go, right? That's a part of the receiving process, and we know this. We pull up, we say, I want what's one of my favorite things? They have a really, really good, like, quiche. Oh, y'all, it's ridiculous. It's so good. Oh. Jose said, you know you want to say quarter pounder. Yes, but not there, okay? So they got this bomb quiche, y'all. I feel like I'm in Beverly Hills every time I eat it, right? This is a commercial for Upper Crust, okay? Y'all thought you were coming to Unity. This is a commercial, okay? So anyway, they have this really good quiche. And so imagine we're ordering. There is a little bit of a process. Sometimes it takes a little long because they got to make it, right? Sometimes they ask you if you want to put it in the oven and re-warm it for you. You can get it right there. You know, maybe you also ordered coffee, so the coffee has to be prepared. Like, there are a lot of different iterations that makes you get the quiche immediately, right? There's distance sometimes, and it's calibration outside of our understanding. We don't know why this time we ordered it, it took an extra 15 minutes. And then last week, it only took 2 minutes. We don't know. Likewise, in our universal sending of what we desire, we don't know why it took a couple years to find our loved one or the love of our life or that perfect job. We do not know. That is outside of our organizing power. We don't know. But if we trust that we sent the order out, all we got to do is just be in the state of ready. Okay, so we order, it comes, it's here. What Gary Zukav says is, our order to the universe is our vibrational frequency, what we're holding. That's our order. That's us at the intercom of upper crust. What we are holding. So if I say this morning I had an idea of how I wanted it to go, and then I'm resisting how it actually is, I'm holding on to a pocket of resistance. And if I stay in that vibration long enough, I placed in order to the universe what I would like. More resistance. More resistance. Thank you, Rupali. We placed in order. Now, the beautiful part of this, and when I first started learning about, you know, karma and cycles and all the metaphysical laws, karma was the one that used to always scare me. And I'm going to use the word scare because we know that there is no fear. There's only love. So if we're like in this state of fear, just tap into more love. Because fear is a human creation, straight up. Just like time is a human creation. So once I was like, okay, I don't have to fear it. Let me learn more about karma. What karma actually is us receiving the orders we placed to the universe. That's all it is. That's all it is. In our normal faculties, right, we've compressed karma to simply the golden rule, right? Treat others how you want to be treated. We've compressed this huge metaphysical law, this organizing principle, we've compressed it to just treat others how you want to be treated. That's valuable, right? But there's so much more. If I'm holding a pocket of resistance around how I wish things were, if I hold that long enough, if I carry that resistance through this morning, through the afternoon, through the night, oh my goodness, I can't believe that was going on. Into the morning, I have placed a sustained 24-hour order for resistance. Thank you, Celeste. Y'all imagine if we're in the line of upper crust, we're at the intercom, we wait 24 hours for our quiche. Imagine how ready we are for that quiche. Am I making sense? Imagine how ready you are for that quiche. By the time it comes, it's not a surprise. We've been waiting for it. It's not a surprise. So if I've held on to a pocket of resistance that's turned into a grievance, and now I'm hot because I'm reminded of something that happened 10 years ago, I cannot be surprised when I get more resistance. And y'all, I love you so much because I know I'm preaching to the choir because a lot of y'all doing this. Some of y'all got your eyes closed like, yes, I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know it. I'm just putting language on top of it. I'm putting language on top of what we already know. So Gary Zukav says the order that we place is what we hold vibrationally. And that is connected to our ability to hold non-judgment. So if I don't judge what's happening this morning, there is no resistance to be had. If I'm present with it, accept it as it is. I don't got to accept the BS. I can accept it as it is. Okay, this is what it is. I don't have to judge it as, I wish it was different. I can be with it and be present with it. And then guess what, y'all? It passes. It passes. And what I have created is acceptance. I've created ease. The order I've placed is rest. So what am I going to get? I'm going to get more ease. I'm going to get more rest. I'm going to get more allowing. Gary Zukav, he begins that chapter, it's called Clarity, with a story. And I'll share the story now. So I'm not even sure what state he was in, but he with a friend climbed a mountain. It was the highest summit in that region. It took him 9 hours to climb to the top of this mountain, right? And so what he said was he could raise his hand, and there was no other area that was high as his hand, because he was standing on top of the highest summit. And so his hand doing that, there was nothing higher. Nothing higher. And so he could see 2 miles down cars moving like ants. They were that tiny. And so he was there with a friend, and his friend said, I'm so glad to be here with you. And he says to his friend, me too. And then he closes his eyes. He just feels led to move into meditation. And the thought that he has is, this is beautiful. But then his meditation sends him to the grocery store, to roommate drama, to these other areas of his life. And the clarity that comes through is that experience of the summit, that this is beautiful, is possible everywhere. And we've all experienced that. We've gone traveling. We've gone to different cultures and said, wow. We've gone on vacations. We've gone on cruises. We've gone places and we've had the best time. The reason why we had the best time is because we were fully present. We were fully present. When we went to that little hole-in-the-wall restaurant, and we met the little lady who happened to own the spot for 40 years, and she gave us her special dessert she'd been making all her life. All that stuff is no different than if we experienced it on 39th. No different. What has changed is us. We have changed. Our presence has changed. Our sense of readiness to receive that experience has changed. Because when we go on vacation, what we do? We say, I'm going to have a good time. All this money I paid? We having fun. My mom said that to us one time. We were on vacation. We was like, okay, we're going to have fun. Whee! We were little kids like, yes, we're having fun, Mom. Right? All the money we paid, all the organizing, and for my organizers in here, you know the work, right? We got Airbnb now, but back in the day, it was hotels trying to see what the prices was. Okay, if we drive as opposed to fly, all right, if we can get a minivan. I mean, you know the strategies that we're doing. All that work, we having fun. Okay? And so when we're in those spaces, what's happened is we've set a clear intention for what we're going to experience. That is no different than our ability in our everyday journey. We can wake up and say, babe, it's about to be a good one. For no reason. Y'all hear me? For no reason. And I'm using the word no reason. The reason is we're choosing. That's the reason. And so in his chapter, he is reminding us that there is beauty in all things. We just have to choose to see it and experience it as so. And so he ends with a Navajo prayer. And this is going to be our ending. The prayer is this, and we'll take it into meditation, but the prayer is this: beauty above, beauty below, beauty in front, beauty behind me. All there is beauty. And the reason that's a prayer is because that's a sacred yes. To see all that we're about to experience as only beauty. And all that we did experience as beauty. All that's above us, both physically and metaphysically, and all that's below us. And then to affirm that there is only beauty, that's a prayer. And one thing that I always mention in here, and we do it to each other, is that our thoughts are prayers. The words that we speak are prayers. So this is our prayer. If it's your practice, I invite you to close your outer eye. And I want you to, if it's comfortable, to allow your feet to be flat on the ground, and we're just simply going to breathe. And the first thing we're going to do is say yes to all the sounds, the cars, the rumblings of the motorcycles, the instrumentation. And more importantly, we're saying yes to us. I invite you to take an inhale and hold it at the apex and release. We're going to take 2 more breaths like that. I want you to inhale, hold it at the apex, and release. And then 1 more. Going to inhale, hold it at the apex, and release. Let's allow this music to wash over us. If you're able, I want you to find your way to standing. If you're able. And I invite you to close your eyes again. Nobody can see what you're doing right now, so I invite you to do this physical act in whatever way it comes out. I want you to hold these words as your own. Beauty above. Beauty above. Beauty beauty in front. Beauty in front of me. Beauty behind me. Beauty behind me. Beauty all around me. Beauty all around me. We're going to say this prayer one more time. Beauty in front of me. Beauty in front of me. I want the words to fall off all of your mouth. Just let them fall out of your mouth. Beauty in front of me. It could be a whisper. Beauty in front of me. Beauty behind me. Beauty behind me. Beauty above me. Beauty above me. Beauty below. Beauty below. Beauty all around me. Beauty all around me. Now I invite you to open your eyes and see the beauty all around you. It's called a person, but they are so beautiful. Just see this beauty. They're standing right next to you. They're sitting across from you. There is only beauty. Just see this beauty. Only beauty. If you can't get a peek out the windows, see some of that beauty. Right? I want you to see the beauty in what may not be perceived as beautiful. Your ability to do that is your order to the universe, so you only see beauty. I invite us to lift our hands. There are family members who are moving through healing journeys. There are family members who are moving through prosperity challenges, you name it, who could use this love right now. We got family who are moving through grieving journeys. The spectrum of human existence is wide and vast. And so in this moment, we're going to call forth the people in our lives, the people we don't know, the communities and neighborhoods that are top of mind right now. They might be across the city or across the ocean. Whatever's top of mind right now, that's who receives this prayer, because we're all connected. We say, thank you for the wholeness that is manifest now. All the areas that deserve this prayer on their sacred walk, we see it complete now. We affirm that there is only beauty. So even this tough time, we affirm that they see beauty. Only beauty. And together, let's say, and so it is. Y'all, I love and so it is. And so it is like, and so it is. It's done. Okay, so it is. All right, y'all, let's have a seat. I love and so it is. We're going to move into offering. I love offering because this is when we get a chance to like work. All right, it's one thing to hear the thing. It's another thing to like hug the thing and have snacks with the thing, right? And now it's like, let's be about it, okay? This is our order to the universe. And even if it's not ready, I want you to take that offering and place the energy of that offering over your heart, because we expect, can we say expect? All right, y'all, we gotta say it like we mean it. We expect its full return in grace and perfect ways. Y'all listen, y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready, and so it is.
If I can help somebody as I travel along, if I can help somebody in a world of hopeful souls, if I can help somebody from feeling like something's wrong, well then my living shall not be in vain. I said my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody while I'm singing my song, if I can help somebody just by standing love and strong, if I can help somebody from feeling like something's wrong, well my living shall not be in vain. When I stand and say each other's name, when I see my face on everybody else's face, then I'm helping somebody.
Thank you so much, Shanna. Let's let the kiddos in. I heard Daddy.
This little light of mine, everybody, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hey, 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 this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, yeah. Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And as I said last week, how about them Gators? I'm grateful and celebrating. What we did today is we have the story of Thanksgiving in a bag. And there are things in there that represent part of the Thanksgiving story, like there's a chocolate earth ball for when the Pilgrims decided they wanted to sail to another place and believe they could worship God as they saw fit. The twisted pretzels represent praying hands because they put all of their faith in God. They were sailing out, not knowing really what they were heading into. The oyster crackers and jerky represent the food that the Pilgrims had on board. And the stick pretzels represent the trees they had to cut down and make logs to make their homes. The mini marshmallows represent the cold, cold snow for the first winter. The candy corn and goldfish crackers was to represent Squanto, who showed them how to plant corn and to put a fish in with the corn that would rot and be the fertilizer. The lifesaver candies, we all know God's a lifesaver, right? And save the Pilgrims. Maple candies showed Squanto showed them how to tap into the maple tree, so they had maple syrup and candy. The Teddy Grahams represent the wild animals, the bears that the Pilgrims had to face. They didn't know what kind of animals were here. The dried cranberries represent the berries and fruits, and how Squanto showed them how to dry them for the winter. So that's the story of Thanksgiving in a bag.
Woo!
Thank you, Miss Gwen. Oh my goodness. They got a feast. Okay? They got a feast. I love that story. And y'all, there is a Lakota story about how the Lakota people got their sacred pipe. And there was a reporter who went to the Lakota chief and said, "Is this story true?" And so the Lakota chief said, "Well, we have a sacred calf woman who gave us this pipe. Whether it's true or not, the lessons permeate fact." And so what I really love about what Ms. Gwen shared is there is a story, but the lesson is going to permeate whatever the fact is, right? The fact is that these are representatives, these snacks are representatives of what God looks like. Sustenance, sweet, and delicious. And guess what, y'all? That's us.
Woo!
Can we say, I'm sustenance,
I'm sustenance.
I'm sweet,
I'm sweet
and delicious?
and delicious.
Thank you, Miss Gwen. Okay, you did that for us, Miss Gwen. Thank you. Okay, y'all. If you're able to stand, we're going to envision the kids here in our lives, our grandkids, nieces and nephews.
Let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Okay, the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love.
The
The love
power
of
God protects
us.
us.
We are the power. The
and
presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is. We are divine, and all is well.
All right, y'all, one more thing. If we could look at the camera, we got family and loved ones who aren't able to be here, but we see you as whole, and we're waving at you, and we're wrapping our arms around you. What's up, y'all? See you later. Y'all have a good holiday, and we loving on you.
And find Drew Polly in the prayer room.
Hi, buddy. Oh my gosh, you've gotten bigger. Oh my goodness.